Yeah, hi, I'm Paul Archer. That's at paularcher.com. Just stopped off at a lay-by to give you a few thoughts about something that happened to me on Saturday, which has a real big implication when it comes to selling and coaching. Now, there's a thing I call KIC, C-I-C. That was when you meet a customer or you meet a coachee, if you're a coach, you've got to kick them into touch first of all, which means you've got to get three things satisfied before you can do any work. KIC stands for commonality, intent, and competence. And these three things are what clients look for, coachees look for. They look for a commonality between the two of you to build rapport. We know about that. They look for competence. In other words, can you do what you can do? Yeah. Are you capable of solving their problems and challenges? And the third one was intent. And it kind of got me thinking about intent, really, because on Saturday I had a good night out in London with some colleagues, and I was coming back on the train on Saturday morning. My train left at 11:30 and from Paddington, and I just got there on time. And as I settled down into my seat and relaxed, whatever like you do, there was a chap, young guy, got to have been about 20, 21, looked like a student. And the ticket inspector came up to him and said, "Look, you've got your ticket." He said, "Well, do you know, I haven't." He said, "I had a terrible time getting to this train and I lost my wallet." I said, would you phone back to Paddington Station, see if anyone's picked it up? My wallet has my cash, my cards, and my train ticket, because I had to run for the train," he was saying. He's very relaxed, very cool about it. He didn't seem to be flapping. He seemed quite relaxed about it. Of course, the ticket inspector was reticent to phone back to Paddington Station because it's a big place. And obviously, if it was handed in his wallet, then it would have gone to lost property. I kind of felt sorry for him, really, because, my son's sort of 17, 18, he may well go to college at some point, and these things happen. The question really was, what was his intent here? What was the young lad's intention? Was he trying to pull the wool over the eyes of the ticket inspector? We'd probably all heard it all before anyway. Or was he genuinely in trouble? And it just makes you think about your intention. When you meet somebody for the first time, a client, new customer maybe, a coachee, if you're coaching a new member of staff, what is your intention in helping them? What is our underlying intent? Are we there to sell them something? Are we there to force an idea on somebody? Or are we genuinely there to help them satisfy their needs or whatever it is? It just makes you think about intention, because you've got to know, what your customer's got to know what that intention is. They've got to be quite clear as to what your intention is for them. Otherwise, people will be nervous about dealing with you. Now, it transpired that this young lad was obviously trying to. It was the main train from Paddington to Gloucester, so it wasn't going to stop. I think the first stop was Reading, which is about 45 minutes away. So the ticket inspector said, "Look, what your best bet is go back to Paddington and see if you can go and get your wallet." And the young lad said, "Well, I live in Didcot, which is the next station. Perhaps I could get off there." It just made me think about what was his true intention. So I sidled up to him and I said to the young lad, I said, "Would you like me to buy you a ticket? And obviously you can cancel your cards. You can borrow my phone if you want to. Cancel your credit cards. I'll buy you a ticket. Don't have to pay me back. Just call it a gesture." And at this point, he sort of backed off a bit, really. "Oh, no need, thanks. I'll get off at Didcot. My parents will pick me up." So it did make you wonder what his intention was. But there we are. Such is life with people, isn't it? I think he'd done that before on a few occasions, that young lad. He knew how to get free train rides, probably. He looked pretty cool about it. So think about your intention. Remember, KIC, commonality. We know about that, don't we? Competence. Yeah, people got to know that you can do what you do. But it's the intention. Kick your customer into touch when you meet them for the first time. Hope that's been useful for you. Interesting story, isn't it? I'm sure you've got one like that as well. My name is Paul Archer. I'll speak to you soon. Bye.